Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, coming to you live on location. I'm going to be talking about menopause tonight and how to eat for menopause, some specific things to keep in mind because when you go into perimenopause or menopause, you actually get a whole new body. What does that mean? It means that your hormones shift and change completely so that however your body was functioning before, it's different now. And for those of you that are going through it or have gone through it, you're like, oh yeah, yep, different. It's different now. Yep, that's pretty accurate. So one of the things, before I jump into this list here that I want to make sure to mention is that if you are not on the wait list for the next 12-week challenge, I'm going to put this in the comments right now to get on the wait list because I actually have an entire 12-week program for women that are in perimenopause or menopause. Yes, that means that your entire protocol and everything is customized for what your hormones are going through at this time because it's completely different. Yes. So you get a whole new body, right? How your body and how your system, how it was functioning before, it's functioning completely different. How it's going to react to stressors, right? How you react and respond to certain life events, all these things. It is going to feel different in your system. If you are a runner or an athlete of some kind, and you do a run that you've normally done, oh, I've been running like this forever, it's gonna be different in your system. Why? Because you have a different body that you're living in. The meat suit that you live in changes, and that's okay as long as you shift and change how you are, tailoring your nutrition for that. So that's what you learn. So one of the things that you need to understand is that system needs more nutrient dense foods. So if you are eating a lot of foods that do not have a lot of nutrients in it, but getting full off of it, your body's more easily nutrient depleted, which means that you are going to have more symptoms and other issues because of nutrient depletion. So more nutrients, right? You need more nutrients in your food. So that means more proteins. It takes more protein to do the same job that protein used to do before you hit menopause. So for example, if before menopause you were eating 70 grams of protein a day and we're doing just fine with that and maintaining, your body goes through perimenopause, menopause, 70 grams isn't going to have the same effect on your system anymore. You might need 80, 90, 100 grams a day to keep up just to maintain what you were before. Yeah, that's fun, right? So more proteins, more healthy fats, right? Your system needs more of these nutrients, more minerals, right? Again, getting your system more nutrient all of the time because that's what it needs every day. This isn't just for, like a week or two. Oh, that's fun. No, all the time. Your system needs this. Balancing your carbs. Oh, I'm not going to get into the keto or low carb, no carb conversation right now because I can't. But your system needs carbs and it needs balanced carbs, simple versus complex. So sweet potatoes and apples or berries or something, both in the same day. And you need to have it balanced, right? Do not cut out carbs. Please don't do that to your system. That will lead to the nutrient depletion that I was just talking about. But it needs to be balanced because again, your system actually changes how it processes carbs when it goes through menopause. These are all things that you learn in the 12-week challenge. Again, get on the wait list, start learning more right now about how to navigate this for yourself. And besides that, then again, managing stress. And this is something I referred to earlier. Oh my gosh, managing stress in a different way. Your system responds differently. And it's not something that you're used to. You have to figure out how your body's responding now and work with that. So exercise is going to be different. Weight-bearing exercise is going to be essential. If you are not doing any type of weight-bearing exercise, you need to start. This doesn't have to be lifting really, really heavy weights. It can even be body weight exercise, but that's going to be important to maintain that muscle tone. Muscle tone is harder to maintain when going through perimenopause and menopause. Harder to maintain. So that's why we change the nutrients, right? Change those proteins and shift and change how and what you're doing to exercise to really get your system the nutrients it needs and to maintain it. And then even stressors like life changes, positive life changes, even things that are good, but it changes things that you do every day, how your body's going to react and respond. And those changes, again, remember, it's a stressor on your system, even if it's a good change. So your body's going to react differently to that than the way it did before. Again, not a bad thing, but just learning more about what your system needs. Now, if through this you end up gaining weight, you have to go through a different protocol to help take it off because what you did before then isn't going to work now, is it? Oh, no. Yeah, that's what that means. What you did before isn't going to work now. Oh, Jessica's got a question. If you had your tubes tied plus an ovarian ablation, could this cause your body to go into menopause sooner than it would have had things not happened? Ooh, yes. Okay, so really good question here. Menopause, perimenopause, and menopause, this can happen for women at any age, dependent on, things like this. You can have a hysterectomy, like a full hysterectomy. You can have forced menopause, going on different, sometimes medication can put your body into menopause. It just depends. So this is not restrictive to an age thing, right? It is whatever your body's going through. So absolutely. That's such a rough thing to go through. It really, really is. And when you have stuff like that happen, again, not only are you getting a new body because the hormones changed, but you have a new body then that went through trauma, that went through the trauma of doing that. And again, that's a stressor too. So without the updating of how your system's reacting and responding to that, you are having a negative impact, right? It's gonna weigh you down. It's gonna create your system to go into a stress mode, which for women, especially in this phase of life or this phase of hormone, you just gain weight. You hold on to everything. It says, oh, look at this. Oh, what are you eating? Celery? Let me just hold on to it for you forever in a fat cell. Oh, spinach leaves? Thank you. Forever in a fat cell. Yes. And it uses your muscles for energy, breaks down that muscle tissue. That's why getting that weight-bearing exercise, getting those proteins and those minerals, everything is so essential for the body at this point. So, that was a lot of stuff. Is there a 12-week challenge separately for those in perimenopause? Oh, Sue! Beautiful question. And yes, there is a complete protocol for women who are in perimenopause and menopause. It is a separate meal guide. So for the 12-week challenge, I have it. It depends on what your system and body needs. Again, 12 weeks because that's a hormonal time frame for women. The entire thing, the entire protocol and everything that is in there is built for the female body. Everything, every little detail is built for the female body. And then I have one for women that have a cycle, have a regular cycle, and I have one for women that are in perimenopause or menopause. Because it's different. Your body's different. You need different things. Yay! Same waitlist, which is in the comments there. So get on the waitlist and learn more. But again, if you have questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Send me a message on Facebook, on Instagram. Send me an email. I'm always open to, giving you feedback or helping you navigate where you are to where you want to be, because that's one of the hardest things. So other resources I have for you besides the waitlist to get on, registration does open soon for that, September 18th. Registration opens. We start in October for that, and it does fill within 24 hours. And the only way you can get the registration link is through the waitlist. So make sure you're on that. Other resources, though, I have my book, The Female Fat Solution, and then my podcast is called The Female Health Solution, and my YouTube channel is just called Dr. Beth Westy. Tons of resources for you there. But again, I am here as a resource for you if you need any help. Wait, Jessica had a question. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. If you guys have other questions or you're watching the replay of this and you have other questions on like ablations or, tubal ligations or other things like that, put it in the comments. And I can do a whole video just on that because that's an added trauma. That's more than just going through menopause. So there's a whole different thing to talk about for that. So yes, let me know if you guys have other questions, and I'll do a whole nother video tomorrow on that. Yay! All right, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys later.